Welcome back to Barrage House Harness, your one-stop shop for everything harness racing in Australia and New Zealand. Well, what a last month it has been, with the likes of Swayzee winning the New Zealand Cup, Just Believe winning the Dominion Handicap and getting knocked over by Oscar Bonavena New Zealand free-for-all. We've got a new superstar trotter in Keayang Zahara. Merlin gets it done in the New Zealand free-for-all after a disappointing New Zealand Cup. We're going to check out all the recent racing over the last week or so with the two Green Miles, Marketplace getting it done again, looking to go to the spelling paddock, and obviously all the Interdominion action from Friday night to Newcastle. Going to discuss all those races, going to look at all the clips of them and have a discussion around them. And then finally at the end of this video we will talk about my expectations from the heats coming up tonight at Bathurst. But let's take it off first, looking at the Swayzee New Zealand Cup one. From the start, we galloped, and then we saw Don't Stop Dreaming take the lead and then hand it up to Merlin. Then the interesting part of the race after that was Swayzee going to get to the lead, and got it so easily over Don't Stop Dreaming. And then you can watch the end of it or recap what we saw of an amazing victory from Swayzee.
Starter Ricky Donnelly brings them forward. Ready. Racing in the New Zealand Cup of 2024, and he's galloped for a few strides, Swayzee. He settles now, but he's in the back two. Outside of him is Better Eclipse, and tracking him is Beach Ball. He made the best start of this campaign. He's in the running line on the outside of Aroda. Swayzee follows Beach Ball on the outside of Dalton Shard, and then Mohunga. Well back is Tack McLeod, and then came Republican Party. Don't Stop Dreaming now presses on. So Don't Stop Dreaming leads Merlin. Coming down, America's racing third in front of American Me, and without cover on the outside is Ultimeteor. Here's Swayzee. Satellite 3 wide on the outside of Better Eclipse. Buried 5 back, and on the inside is Mark Shard. The big question here is, does Orange Hand? Next is Beach Bull from Aroda. There's an echoaway on the outside to Mohunga. Then came Republican Party, Dalton Shard, and 2 lengths away Tack McLeod. The answer was yes. Swayzee after 1 lap has now taken over. They're inside 2,000 metres. Is he now driven up? Don't Stop Dreaming travels beautifully right and behind. Then came Merlin. Third quarter was 26.7. Swayzee, the gloves are off. Next is Don't Stop Dreaming. Merlin now into the clear. Better Eclipse is running on wider. Swayzee, he's a neck in front, but little Don't Stop Dreaming is going to him. Don't Stop Dreaming the inside, put his nose in front. Swayzee's trying to fight back. He's off the canvas, the Aussie champ. He's done it again. Swayzee, enormous. Beats home Don't Stop Dreaming. Third across either Merlin or Republican Party.
Yes, how good was Swayzee? Absolutely got off the canvas to get it done. And when we talk about road trips of a lifetime, going to Young, I believe it's about an 8-hour road trip there and back, racing over the long distance of about 2,800 I believe, and then coming back to Menangle, and then on Sunday flying to Auckland and to Christchurch, having a little hit out on Monday, and rocking and rolling to win the New Zealand Cup on Tuesday. It's unheard of. It doesn't happen. This horse is outstanding, and what a win. But it probably has more to say about the weakness in New Zealand harness racing at the moment. They struggle at their top level at the moment. A lot of the gun 2-year-old, 3-year-olds, they do good here, but we never really see them in Australia now to compare them. But when they go to their next level, New Zealand harness racing has lost their buzz on the top echelon. You could argue Australia have the better horses now. I don't know if it's just the breeding, it's more bred for speed and staying, and that's probably why we're having these issues now in New Zealand harness racing. But yeah, Don't Stop Dreaming, any other horse, I mean, a decent horse would have been Swayzee with their run. Like, I mean, Don't Stop Dreaming is a good horse, but he's just really wasn't good enough. And Merlin had a soft run and paddled, and clearly this seemed to me, I don't think it's a fair 200-metre race. Even though he might be racing the Auckland Cup soon to try and prove they're wrong, but I still don't know if he'll win that. Even though if the field is weak, that'd be his best chance, but he's truly not a star from what I've seen. He's a good horse, but just not a star. I think Merlin's best racing would be in Menangle. I think that's where he needs to go. he'll race his best races there. He's gone huge races over there. I think that's where his career, if I was the owners, be going towards, because that's where he'll make the most money, in my opinion, to go there. But yes, but other horses in the race, they went good races. Republican Party, rocketing home. That was a good run from Republican Party. It was a good run from him. Tech McLeod was good after the mistakes. That was Moonga. So there was a couple of good runs in the race, but yeah, Merlin was clearly the disappointment. But Merlin got a chance to make revenge on New Zealand Free for All Day on show day, when he took on no Swayzee or Don't Stop Dreaming, but had to take on Better Eclipse and Catch a Wave, who tried to run them into the ground. Let's check out that video now.
Now they put the speed on. 600 metres to go. Second quarter 31-2, 63-3 for the half. Catch a Wave asked to extend a length clear. Merlin 3 wide the Falcon. Kango lost the back of the Victorian. Then came Better Eclipse. 3 wide and 1 back. Tack McLeod badly held up Republican Party, but it's Catch a Wave. Merlin the outside, a length away from Kango. Third quarter 28.4. Catch a Wave. A half to Merlin, who's in for the fight. 2 lengths away then Kango. Merlin's gone to Catch a Wave. He put his head in front. Wide out Franco Merrick, but it's Merlin who struck the lead. Merlin clear from Catch a Wave. Better Eclipse. Merlin holding on, and Merlin wins the pacing free for all. Merlin beats Catch a Wave, Better Eclipse, and Franco Merrick for fourth. Tack McLeod ran on and then came.
Yes, Merlin bounces back to victory. Absolutely too good in the end for Better Eclipse, and Catch a Wave was... Catch a Wave went a slow quarter, tried to win it. It was probably one of the worst New Zealand free-for-alls I've ever seen. To be honest, there was just no pressure at all, which gave Merlin an opportunity. If Catch a Wave went faster, I think Merlin was gone by whether or not Catch a Wave would have kept going either. But yeah, I think he would have seen Better Eclipse win the race. Yeah, so it was great to see that happen. That was huge stuff from them. But yeah, to me, they're just battling horses in New Zealand, just not up to the top class horses. But a horse who has gone into champion status, Just Believe. Yes, Just Believe. New Zealand Free For All was a walk in the park, absolutely bolted in. And we're going to check out that video, and we're also going to check out straight afterwards the free-for-all when Oscar Bonavena was on his back and showed too much pace.
Just Believe comes off the back and Sugars opens him up. He's 2 lengths clear at the 400 from Love in the Port. They shook off Fiery Bandito. Around the outside comes RC Phoenix. Then came Mighty Logan and Oscar Bonavena. 28.3 the third quarter. It's Just Believe at the top of the straight. He's 3 in front from Love in the Port. Then came Mighty Logan from Fiery Bandito. Oscar Bonavena's out now. 150 to go, Just Believe. He's 5 lengths in front from Mighty Logan. Then came on the outside Oscar Bonavena, but the pride of Australia, now a legend of our sports, Just Believe wins the Dominion by 2.5 lengths from Mighty Logan. Third across Oscar Bonavena, then RC Phoenix, and boys fourth as Muscle Mountain puts the pressure on. Then Midnight Dash from Maui and RC Phoenix. Muscle Mountain, Just Believe, what's he got? Oscar Bonavena is coiled up right in behind him. Third quarter 29.1. Muscle Mountain a length in front of the Aussie champ, Just Believe, who needs to lift. Oscar Bonavena now peels. Muscle Mountain, Just Believe a half a length away. Oscar Bonavena off their backs. Just Believe got to Muscle Mountain. Oscar Bonavena to cause the upset on the outside. Oscar Bonavena's gone to the lead for the 3rd time. Oscar Bonavena wins the free-for-all. Oscar Bonavena beats Just Believe. Midnight Dash runs 3rd and 4th, then was RC Phoenix.
Just Believe's back, baby. Yes, Just Believe absolutely bolted in the New Zealand and the Dominion handicap. Absolutely walking the park. He literally broke the heart of from the horse behind him at the time was Love in the Port. Absolutely blew her away, leaving Mighty Logan and Oscar Bonavena running on into the placings. But Just Believe just walked the last 200, to be honest. But New Zealand Free for All time, you could probably tell from that New Zealand, from the Dominion handicap, Just Believe looked like a tired horse, and the backup was just a bit too much. He had to sit parked. Muscle Mountain ran him along, and Muscle Mountain stopped, which basically gave the race to Oscar Bonavena. If they went softer, I think Just Believe may have won, may not have won, but that run may have taken him out of it, and it's probably proven afterwards. Unfortunately, Just Believe has got an injury. Whether it was an injury from the race, we're not 100% sure at the moment. But unfortunately, Just Believe is going back home to Australia, which is sad news for New Zealand racing horses in terms of the contest. But it does give the likes of other trotters like Muscle Mountain and Oscar Bonavena a chance to win the national trot if they go down that path. But it's sad to see the Just Believers out, and it could be career ending. That's not to be decided yet, but let's hope Just Believe can get back to the races. It's very sad news to see that happen. But with Just Believe going out, we have a couple of young stars on the rise that can take over his spot. Is the pin-up boy racing. And first of all, we're going to look at Marketplace winning the Sire Stakes, and then he also winning here just a couple of days ago, beating the Mark Purden trio of Ribera and Demon Blue.
50 left to go, it's Ribera. He leads by a length on Got the Chocolates. Marketplace full of running third. Better's Anvil up 3 wide from Demon Blue. Third quarter 29.7. It's Ribera. He leads a length at the top of the straight from Got the Chocolate. Marketplace now goes for the lane. Demon Blue's running on wider. Ribera, Marketplace a half a length away going to him. It's Ribera ahead in front from Marketplace. A great finish coming up. Marketplace has gone to the lead. It's Marketplace, the gold standard. Marketplace a half a length. Craig Ferguson gets his Group 1, and it's Regan Todd again. Passing the 500 metres. Marketplace. Demon Blue only a half a length away, yet to be popped the question. Mickey B behind the leader. Always Dreaming next the outside from It's Electrifying and Captain Sampson. Third quarter 28.6. Marketplace turns for home. He's a length clear. Demon Blue, they shook off Mickey B. Then Always Dreaming, It's Electrifying. Marketplace. Ferguson went for the definite. He skipped 2 in front from Demon Blue. Wide out then Captain Sampson from Mickey B. But a campaign to remember for the 2-year-old pin-up boy. Marketplace wins the Ace of Spades from Demon Blue. Third across Mickey B. Fourth.
Marketplace gets it done. Good on Regan Todd getting 2 wins, and now he'll go into the spelling paddock. What do I think about Marketplace? I've seen some outstanding runs, but I don't know if he got to the end of it by Sire Stakes time, because he didn't really have that punch that I thought he would have from the trips he had, and he just plodded to the line again here last week. And the question mark, is this horse going to be the next New Zealand Cup horse? That's probably the question mark a lot of people have, and I'm not 100% sure on that one. On probably about 4 races ago when he went outstanding, I thought yes, but I don't know if this crop is weak, and that's the problem I'm finding in New Zealand harness racing. There's a lot of crop getting weaker and weaker. And I don't know if that's because there's too many Betters Delights mares around and it doesn't work. I'm not 100% sure on that. But Marketplace, definitely good horse. Obviously Ribera went great in the Sire Stakes, and Demon Blue Sitting Park did well as well, but it was only a jog. That final race for Marketplace, really much a jog. Now we're going to go look at the videos here of Keayang Zahara absolutely bolting it in the ascent, and then pretty much doing the same in the New Zealand Oaks. Was just toying with him when you thought Princess Sadie had a chance. She just bolted away. This is the new pin-up horse in New Zealand and Australasia harness racing, Keayang Zahara. Just look at all of these 2 victories, and there should be another one coming up in the Derby soon.
It is Tyrone Eros, but Keayang Zahara loomed up and given the steer inside the 400, and she travels. Father Time out of her pocket. Then came Paramount Kiwi from Empire City, but away she goes. Keayang Zahara, 30 seconds the third quarter. She opened up by 4 from Father Time, Tyrone Eros, and then came Paramount Kiwi. It's Keayang Zahara inside the 100 metres. She's well clear from Father Time, but in the inaugural running of the ascent, Keayang Zahara, she is the chosen one. Keayang Zahara by 9 beat Father Time. Look to Zahara at the 300 metres, leads it by a neck on Aspirational Dream. Princess Sadie, 29.8 the third quarter. It's Keayang Zahara, a length in front of Aspirational Dream. Princess Sadie goes to the far side. Keayang Zahara clicked up to clear Princess Sadie, then Aspirational Dream and Freya, but it's Keayang Zahara inside the 100 metres. The Oaks is all over. Raise your glass and honour the lady. Keayang Zahara, 13 from 13, won it by 4 lengths from Princess Sadie.
Keayang Zahara, so good. Absolutely just bolting in, now 13 in a row, looking at 14 this week in the Derby. From what I've seen from the Derby, Keating Zahara is just a walk-in win. I had no horses come out and said it's going to beat it, and I think she just wins. You could put about 6 horses in with a chance to run second Father Time, Empire City, Look in the Stars, Bring on the Muscle, Tyrone. I mean, there's just so many around that could easily run a second, but let's be honest, they're all running for second in this race. Keating Zahara should be winning this unless something goes drastically wrong. Obviously, another one of the races on just Duchess makes it, absolutely showing her class, winning her mare's race, absolutely showing Chetrus Baby and the likes how to get it done. With Coastal Babe, they were both disappointing out of this run, but they did have to work hard. With Duchess Mez had a nice run with Classic Elegance, and they just come off. And All You Need Is Me. It's good to see her back in form. Let's just watch that video clip now.
Around the corner, the leader, it's still All You Need Is Me, 29-7, third quarter, Classic Elegance, 3 wide, Coastal Babe goes to the inside, Duchess Megs it now peels for her run wider, All You Need Is Me, Classic Elegance and Duchess Megs it over the top, Duchess Megs it has gone to the lead from Classic Elegance and All You Need Is Me, it's Duchess Megs it and Zachary Butcher, the spotlight's yours, Duchess Megs it won the Oaks a length to Classic Elegance, third across All You Need Is Me, Ruby Rose.
Yes, good win for Zachary Butcher. Salutes. Duchess Megs, and the question mark is now, will she go to the Queen of Hearts? I think so. I don't see there's anyone that strong. Lady of the Light is the best mare pretty much off the North Island, pretty much the best mare out racing outside of Mantra Blue at her best, but I don't know if she's even going there. She'd be disappointing. So Duchess Megs is in the right sort of form. I think I would be going to the Queen of Hearts if I was them, but we will see. We'll see how fit she is after that run. Yeah, so interesting. But now the 2 green miles. Yes, we're going to look at these 2 green miles. Oscar Bonavena versus Muscle Mountain. And firstly here we're going to look at One Change versus Better Eclipse, and I'll recap them shortly.
Bonavena, doesn't he paint a pretty picture? 500 to go. He's a length clear of Muscle Mountain up on the outside. 1 overall behind the leader. A length and a half away then to Mr. Love as they turn and go. Oscar Bonavena for home. He's a length and a half in front. He's got Muscle Mountain off the bit. Then 1 overall. Mr. Love, Midnight Dash brought to the outside. Orange chirps him up. Oscar Bonavena. 2 lengths clear. Muscle Mountain chasing hard the outside from 1 overall. Oscar Bonavena a length in front, Muscle Mountain, he's closing, Oscar Bonavena, he's a neck clear, Muscle Mountain, Oscar Bonavena, Muscle Mountain, here's the post, he just got there, Oscar Bonavena a half ahead. Won the Woodland Stud Green Mile for the 3rd time and beats home Muscle Mountain. The Green Mile, Better Eclipse has put the pressure on to One Change. Then American Me. Wild Willow looking for a run then is Hey Bartender. Built for Glory runs on wider. It's Better Eclipse a length in front. One Change. Built for Glory wide out getting home well then Wild Willow. Better Eclipse the leader from One Change. Built for Glory wide out then Wild Willow. It's still in front. Better Eclipse and Better Eclipse wins the Green Mile from One Change.
Well. Oscar Bonavena just gets it done from Muscle Mountain. Muscle Mountain had the tougher run and nearly pulled off the victory against Oscar Bonavena. Yeah, so good one for Oscar Bonavena to get another third Green Mile to go with the three New Zealand free for all that got over the top of Just Believe. Outstanding. Yeah, so Oscar Bonavena. How long does this horse have left to race? Because the horse has been battling injuries, but has been more sound the last 18 months. So the fact that it's still racing is unbelievable. Going great guns. Be interesting to see if they go up for the big races, the National Trot and the likes. That will be the question mark going over this horse if they head their way. Same with Muscle Mountain. It'll be interesting to see how those go. In the other Green Mile, One Change, turned back the clock, was heading for the lead and was not going to do anything else. And then Better Eclipse came up and just beat him on the line. But to be honest, it is a weak field again. This is what I'm talking about. These are probably in the top 15 to 20 paces in the country. And it was a plotter green mile. They went quick, or they went just as quick in the trot. That shows you how weak this sort of field is, and that's one of my question markers, is disappointing. But then you can argue some of the better horses do go to Australia early, and then they sometimes go backwards, or some do thrive. So that's another thing in the market that's not helping New Zealand racing. But that's the thing New Zealand racing is struggling for. Pin-up horse has been, the last real pin-up horse I think they've had is Auckland Reactor. They haven't had a horse since. Auckland Reactor is the last pin-up horse, and you obviously had ones before that, like Christian Cullen. But I'm just talking about real pin-up horses. Courage Under Fire. There hasn't been too many in New Zealand. We've had good horses. Lazarus obviously is another good horse. Put him in there. Lazarus would be the last one. But there's not too many of them in New Zealand harness racing, so that's what they'll be striving for going forward. Well, now we've recapped New Zealand. Now we've got to recap the Interdominion. Yes, the Interdominion, disappointing not to have the likes of Swayzee, Leap to Fame, Just Believe, Muscle Mountain, Oscar Bonavena, just to add to, there'll be plenty more to add to their list. But it does weaken the series. No Don't Stop Dreaming, no Merlin. I mean, this is just pathetic, but that's the money they put up. They got to get back to $1 million status or more if they really want to get these horses back in there. But also, the 4 races in the 2 weeks is getting hard in the old school format. There is an argument to maybe only have two races and then the final. That may be the way to do it, and that you might get more horses that way. But regardless, I still like the series, the old school series. But it does make for great racing when you have a horse like Minstrel winning, over the top Minstrel. And Minstrel wins the series. I mean, it tells you how a joke of a series it is. Minstrel was a good horse in New Zealand, but no superstar. So Minstrel wins well. That shows you how weak this series is. But I am not tipping Minstrel to win this. But will it be a New Zealand flavour, or can an Australian one? At the moment, I think it's a New Zealand flavoured horse that will get it done at the moment. But they can all change. But anyway, we're going to have a look at all these videos, and then I'll recap it afterwards. So we had, in the first heat, we had Minstrel, Max Delight, Narano, some good horses in this field, District Attorney. In the second heat, you had the hot pot head, Don Hugo. All the talk was about this horse was going to win. You had Tenzing Bromack in the field, McDan, Captain's Knock. And then there's a couple of upsetter horses coming into that race. And he Can't Find a Better Man, Seuss Bromack, Curly James and the likes. And then the trotting heats, we'll check these all out and then I'll do a recap of all of them.
With 4:50 left to go, the favourite Minstrel in front. Max Delight on the outside is now under pressure. Jillaby Nitro's running a cracking race. Losing ground as District Attorney. It's Gonzo. Perfect Stride got off the inside. Unfazed is about to put itself into the call. And Kanina Provlima gets up on the inside. The leader Minstrel. Down the outside is Perfect Stride. Jillaby Nitro, Max Delight. They're all whacking away, but full of running Minstrel. And the first heat's all over. Minstrel goes home to beat Jillaby Nitro. Max Delight a good run. The home turn. 27-4 for that third quarter. These two go to war. Don Hugo on the inside. On the outside, Tenzing Bromack. Captain's Knockers running on. Terry gets into the clear. Peg Renarden's ace. Where do you look? They're right across the track. Captain's Knock goes to the lead. Terry makes a dive. Captain's Knock in front of the Captain's home. Captain's Knock beats Terry. 400 left to go. Can't Find a Better Man, the leader. Star Major's under pressure, waiting on a runner's Black Sedans, and then came Curly James. It's being produced to the outside, coming with its run. Off the inside is My Moonlight Dream. Where You Been Boppin', 5-6 wide, and Zeus Bromack sees a wall of horses. They straighten up for the run to the judge. The leader kicks. Can't Find a Better Man's gone for home here. On the outside, Curly James runs home, and then came Where You Been Boppin', but it's all Can't Find a Better Man. It's home. Can't Find a Better Man will beat Curly Jones. 7 was that second split. It's going to be a real dash home here. And that third quarter, 28.80, starts to up the ante now in the Locomotive. About to get into his work. Leads by 4 metres. Plymouth Chubb sticking on. And then came Keayang Zahara. And that trio burst away from Aldebaran Zeus's. Heads were turned for home. First into the straight as the Locomotive. He puts up 5, 6, 7 metres now. In second spot, trying to stay on as Plymouth Chubb and doing a good job of it too. In front is the Locomotive, and the Locomotive will see it out. Goes home to beat Plymouth Chubb and Keayang Zahara. Aldebaran's gone for home. Races 8 metres in front of Parisian Artiste, and then came right off the track, finishing on with a big burst is Gus. It's come from a mile back, but going for home, Queen Elida comes down with 100 metres left to go. Trying its hard out in second spot is Parisian Artiste. Queen Elida is going to go home and score. Gus made a gallop, and Queen Elida scores, beats Parisian Artiste. Third home, Royal Dan.
Well, yes, if you looked at that first heat, Minstrel got it too easy and was all over Red Rover. District Attorney really went out the back door early on. Never a hope. Max Delight. Yes, Max Delight went a huge race, the run of the race of so far the series for the horses in behind. Sitting Park to run third. Gilby Nitro had a nice soft trip on the inside. And then we went to the second heat, where Don Hugo was all the rage. All the talk was this horse was going to win, with Mac Dan on his back. But that all changed when Arden's Ace put on the lead, and then it all went pear-shaped after that. Then it went pear-shaped for all the other horses here, because it all went lackadaisical, everyone going for the lead, and Captain Snock comes 3 wide. And then turned for home, he went ba-boom and went on to win. Big win from Captain, then he got the 1-1 and then sprinted out again. It was huge from Captain Snock to win. Terry coming from a hopeless position with Dangerous and MacDan. All 3 of them were coming from big runs, all trying to find a run out, and they come flying home. But Narano's still looking for a run. Yep, still looking for a run. Narano was just held up, nowhere to go. Can't find a better man. Can we find not a better man? A huge one, absolutely too good here. Curly James with a good run after a soft trip, and Seuss Bromack was the unlucky runner of that race. That Black Sedans is disappointing. It was very disappointing out of that race. The trotting heat, well, the first heat was a bit of a non-event. London to a brick gallop, and then a couple other galloped, leaving only 3 in it, with a Locomotive, Plymouth Chubb and Keating Zahara. Plymouth Chubb went huge, Sitting Park. Has to be a big chance in the series. Queen Elida, with Gus now out of the series, disappointing, very disappointing. Obviously got an injury from that gallop, I'm assuming. But yeah, Queen Elida, too good. Parisian Artiste and Roll Down were okay in the run home. Mafasa Metro disappointed. But then, to be quite honest, this is again a weak trotting series as well. And it's probably going to come down to draws, but I think Queen Elida has top ranking for me at the moment. Plymouth Chubb will be second in the Locomotive. If London to a brick can bounce back to some sort of form, we must feature, it could be a chance. But yeah, it's a pretty weak series as well. If I'm looking at the Pacers series, a lot will be told after this week, this racing tonight, but can't find a better man for me as my top horse for the series. I think he's the Max Delight Narano, if he bounces back to form. A lot of this is going to be draw dependent, let's be honest here. I don't think anyone in this race will sit parked and win. There's not a horse in the series, to me, that's going to sit parked and win. They're going to have to get to the lead on the market pegs to win. And then this is a clear, can't find a better man. Captain Snock, Minstrel for sure won't sit parked and win. That's the problem in this series. So either going to be a leader, the trailer, or someone in the 1-1 or something like that that's going to win the series. There's not going to be a parked horse. There's no parked horse like a Lazarus, a Black's a Fake, all the likes. They can do the donkey work and be still fighting on. They'll be right down the back of the track. Well, let's go to the final part of this episode, and let's talk about the heats coming up tonight at Bathurst. Going to be an interesting one of the fast track bully races. here. In the first heat tonight, well, Black's a Dance. This is what I'm looking at. We got Black's a Dance, Jamati, MacDan. Is it MacDan? Mac Da Vinci, sorry. This is where the fireworks is going to come from. Mac Da Vinci goes back, will run last. If he goes forward, he'll probably run last. I don't know which way he would go, but I'd go forward and hope you get the lead. But yes, to me, Black's a Dance should lead this race. I think if Black's a Dance leads this race, Narano's got every opportunity. Captain's Knock will have a nice soft run unless he wants to go to Sid Park. I don't think so. I don't think Captain's Knock, they will really. But then I've seen it before, they might push up and get the lead. That is another query remark. They could put pressure on Narano coming in. But yeah, for me, Black's a Dance will lead early, but Captain's Knock could be the one to take over. So if that is the case, then Captain's Knock for me wins. Narano's a big chance. Jamati for me maybe third again in front of Black's Dance. Just I'm not convinced with Black's Dance last run that he's a chance in this, but we will find out. As we go to heat 2 of the series, it's going to be an interesting one here. We got Don Hugo, Max Delight, Mac Dan, District Attorney from the inside. It's going to be fireworks here. Fireworks, all right. Boom, 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 boom. Who is going to get the lead? I don't know. I think that's going to be the pressure point. If it's real hard early, and then a horse like Can't Find a Better Man can swoop all over the top. But then if it's not, and they just make it an easy lead for someone, then it's a totally different story. To me, on what I saw from District Attorney, I'm surprised he's racing tonight. And I think you'll see after today when he runs down the track. I hope I'm proved wrong. But he stopped in a hurry. I think he will be out of the series after tonight. And I think you will see that. So I think him buzzing out early is not going to be the go. I see him handing up to Don Hugo. And if Don Hugo can lead today, then look out, but Max Delight and Mac Dan have gate speed to burn. So that is the question mark on this race. Really, it's a big race to find. So if you're looking for a tip, I think Can't Find a Better Man's the one to go for here. Don Hugo, Max Delight. I just got a funny feeling Max Delight might be able to lead here. Mac Dan could definitely lead if he wanted to, maybe. But it's going to be the question mark. But I think they're going to have to get there easy. And I don't know. District Attorney will probably try to lead, but I think it's suicide if he does that. I think it'll be game over for District Attorney if he tries to lead. He needs a soft trip and hope he runs on. But I don't see him running on. So Can't Find a Better Man to me. When this all falls out, I think he'll get over the top of them. And then you could pick anything for second and third, because I think it's a lottery, to be honest. We go into the final heat of the paces. This one's probably a more easier one. My Moonlight Dream should lead early, and then there'll be a question mark if Super Bromac wants to push up with it to try and get past, because he's going to need some points. And Minstrel will come out as well, knowing that he's going to be an easy lead and then get the lead. I think that's the thing here. If that's the case, and they just let Minstrel get to lead, Minstrel just wins. That's why I put Minstrel on top. I think that's what's going to happen. Which gives Super Bromac a chance, and Curly James. And My Moonlight Dream will get every opportunity again, but she only paddled up the straight. So yeah. So I think on top for me in this race, clearly Minstrel I think will get it done, but Curly James could beat it. And then if Super Bromac gets a soft trip and close enough, it's a chance with My Moonlight Dream, and there's plenty others you could put in. The Trotters, well, Gus is out of the series, which makes it disappointing, makes it even weaker series now. Makes it a very interesting way to go here. But Cleaner Lighter, Plymouth Chubb, the way I'm going with Keayang Chucky's a chance with London Tour Brick. That's the first heat, so that would be an interesting one. And the other one, Locomotive, Mufasa Metro, Royal Dan, and out of Baron Vera, all chances in that one. But yeah, to be honest, Queen of Lighter, Plymouth Chubb, they look for the top two for me with the Locomotive. I don't think anyone else will be winning the series outside of those three. Anyway, that is the Barry Charles Harness for another episode. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. And we will see you with another video next week.